If you want to become a more confident speaker, to get your message out there, to build your career, to make more money, definitely pay attention. The second fear that comes up is the fear of lack of confidence and self-doubt. Again, this is a recurring theme. The first thing is to normalize it, okay? Why? Because when people are starting off and they're speaking, a lot of times we can beat ourselves up. Why am I having these thoughts? Why do I feel like I'm not good enough? Why am I questioning if I'm qualified to speak? Why am I not so confident? It doesn't matter about why. Let's not get into that right now. The first thing is just accept it and normalize it. Most speakers, okay, regardless of how professional they are, how long they've been doing it, are either struggling or have struggled with self-doubt and confidence. So when you first separate, it's about creating some distance that this is not you. You are not the only person that's ever struggled with self-doubt. I mean, I hate to break it to you. You're not special in that regard. But when what it does is it allows you to sit back and go, hang on, I'm not the only person. This is actually a normal rite of passage, right? It takes the pressure off. You're not alone. You're not crazy. This isn't some, massive situation that only you are struggling with. It's actually extremely normal. So what happens is when you do that, then you can normalize it. Then we can start digging into it. Now, for self-doubt, confidence, these are things that we got to look at. Now, when we look at traps, there's a couple ones that I want to bring up. Number one is the comparison trap. And what I mean by that is oftentimes people that are getting up to speak, they start comparing themselves. Like a lot of my clients, I've been hearing this a lot recently. They're in a middle to upper management, but the top management in the organization, they're the most dynamic speakers. They're like, well, I'm not at that level. But what they discount is that person has taken years of speaking opportunities, of practice, of training to get to that point. But what they're grading themselves and judging themselves on today is that they're not there yet. And the thing is, when you look at it, it's like, okay, maybe I'm not there, but I can be there. You see, the good thing is when you flip it around and you see that as a North Star, as a goal to aspire to, well, now it's actually going to light you up. It's going to give you motivation. It's going to give you direction to move towards. But not at a cost that you are not there yet, because that is understandable. These people that get put on pedestals, if you look back to where they were when they started, they were probably at your level, maybe even worse. And so when we can do that, it kind of humanizes the whole experience in terms of speaking and especially your speaking journey, your confidence journey. That's one way to stop that comparison trap and bring it back to yourself. It doesn't matter about other people, but what does matter is this is about you versus yourself. So focus on saying, where am I today? How can I improve? How can I get better? And when you focus on that, plus with a confidence piece, start reinforcing the things that you do well, right? Stack up your achievements, the things that you've achieved, the client results, the testimonials, the praise that you've received in your work. Then you start feeling better about yourself. And especially with speaking, every time you say yes to an opportunity, that is a win. If it goes amazing or you completely bomb, either way, you're going to walk away with very real experience and feedback on how to improve and take your abilities to the next level. So in terms of lack of confidence and self-doubt, avoid that comparison trap, bring it back to yourself. This is you versus yourself. And two, reinforce what you do well, especially before you speak. That's going to make it a lot easier. You're going to feel better about yourself as you put yourself out there.